The Old Man and the Sea is a novel written by Ernest Hemingway in 1952. It was awarded the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction in 1953. The novel is said to be based on the real-life experiences of Gregorio Fuentes, a Cuban fisherman who frequently traveled to Cuba and whom Hemingway knew. An old man fished alone in a small boat, having done so for so long that he couldn't remember when he started. Among the villagers, he was known as an expert when it came to catching fish. For quite some time, the old man had been going out to sea without catching a single fish. The villagers no longer paid any attention to him and had even forgotten about his existence. Devastated by this situation, the old man felt as if he had lost his purpose in life. He went out to sea every day, hoping to catch a big fish that would restore his reason for being. But every day he returned empty-handed. One day, an old man cast his line out to sea and felt a strong tug. He knew immediately that he had hooked a big fish. He began to reel in his line but couldn't get it up even a single inch. The old man soon realized that the fish on his hook was no ordinary fellow. It fought back with all its might and dragged his boat further and further out to sea. For 2 nights and 2 days, the fish didn't stop pulling, dragging the boat along with it. As night fell, the sea rose in waves and lightning struck.
"Fish, I will stay with you until I die,"
the old man whispered quietly to the fish. The old man's hand, which had been holding the fishing rod the whole time, began to bleed, and he was tempted to cut the line out of extreme fatigue and hunger. But he refused to give up.
"I must be calm and strong. Humans was not born to be defeated,"
he reminded himself.
"Humans can be destroyed and killed, but they cannot be defeated,"
he chanted to himself. The 3rd night passed, and at dawn, the fish that had been dragging the boat suddenly rose to the surface, revealing itself to be bigger than the old man's boat, before disappearing back into the water. The fish was so massive that, despite catching fish all his life, the old man had never seen one like it before. As he pondered the reason for the fish's sudden appearance, the old man couldn't help but wonder why it had jumped up out of the water.
"I wonder if he jumped up to show me how big he was. Anyway, now I know what I'm up against. I wish I could show the fish what I'm made of. But then he'd see my bleeding hands, and I'd have to make him think I'm stronger than I really am. Maybe I am stronger than I think I am, and then I'd be."
After a few more days, the old man finally succeeds in catching a fish, but soon after, a school of hungry sharks attacks and tears off all the flesh from his catch. Eventually, the old man returns home with nothing but the bones of a giant fish. The villagers are amazed by the size of the fish bones, which they have never seen before. One woman, who appears to be a tourist, even exclaims that the fish bones are beautiful. After spending a long time without sleep and fighting with the fish, the old man returned to his hut and fell into a deep sleep. In his dream, the old man saw a lion. That concludes the story. Now, we have to ask ourselves a question. Why did the old man go out to sea every day without catching any fish? Did the old man go out to sea with the sole purpose of catching fish? And why do we get up early in the morning to go to school and work? Maybe we're stronger than we realize. And maybe, just maybe, we can be. So far, it's been Hemingway's Old Man and the Sea.